Meanwhile, the president has been busy using his pardoning power this week, granting clemency to dozens of individuals who are convicted of crimes ranging from public corruption to gang activity. Many are questioning Trump's intentions after learning who's benefiting, and a viral post online from his pardon attorney. Tessa Bennett joins us in studio with more on this. Tessa, what was said online?
Manisa, Ed Martin, Trump's pardon attorney, said in a post on X there would be no MAGA left behind. Some of the people granted clemency so far include Larry Hoover, founder of Chicago street gang The Gangster Disciples, and reality TV couple Todd and Julie Chrisley, who were jailed in a multi-million-dollar fraud case and were released last night.
Over the past week, U.S. President Donald Trump has facilitated the pardoning and, in some cases, immediate release from incarceration of dozens of convicted individuals across the country.
So the U.S. Constitution grants the president the power to grant reprieves and pardons in cases of offenses against the United States.
And a landmark decision reached in July of last year determined presidential immunity from criminal prosecution extends to all of a president's official acts, including the act of granting clemency.
In Trump versus United States, they said that Congress can have no ability to affect any official act of the U.S. president. They specifically listed pardons as an official act.
This week's flurry of clemency actions began on Monday with Trump's decision to grant a full and unconditional pardon to former Virginia Sheriff Scott Jenkins. Jenkins was convicted of conspiracy, honest services fraud, and bribery in December of 2024. Court documents show he accepted more than $75,000 in bribes and was subsequently sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. Trump then pardoned former reality TV show couple Todd and Julie Chrisley, who were released from prison last night. The pair had been serving lengthy sentences for their involvement in tax evasion and for conspiring to defraud banks out of more than $30 million. Earlier this month, the couple's daughter, Savannah Chrisley, was interviewed by Trump's daughter-in-law on Fox News about the case. The president called the couple's daughter to share the news.
Your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope we can do it by tomorrow.
Another notable name that made its way onto Trump's pardon list was Michael Grimm, the former New York congressman who served 7 months in prison for tax evasion a decade ago. Grimm's name is also remembered for reportedly threatening to break a reporter in half, quote, like a boy, when questioned about his campaign finances. Twice convicted former Republican governor of Connecticut, John Rowland, was also pardoned. But it's not just pardons being handed out by Trump's administration. The president commuted the federal prison sentence of Larry Hoover, the founder of notorious Chicago street gang, The Gangster Disciples. In the 90s, Hoover was handed 6 life sentences for conspiracy, extortion, and other crimes, which added onto a charge he faced in the 70s for his alleged connection to a murder.
So a pardon is the biggest subset of clemency. A lesser form of clemency is a commutation. A commutation is simply the substitution of a lesser punishment for a harsher one.
Trump famously started his second term with a massive act of clemency, pardoning almost all of the January 6, 2021 defendants, about 1,500 people in total.
The president ultimately is the arbiter of how the pardon power is to be exercised. However, in modern times, historically, presidents use the Justice Department to vet appropriate pardon cases for them and make recommendations.
Constitutional law expert Dan Coble from Capital University Law School says in the case of Trump's recent pardons and commutations, it's not immediately clear if the same due process is being followed.
The list of individuals granted clemency by Trump goes on, and he said yesterday he was exploring other cases as well, including the men charged with planning to kidnap Democratic Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer.